Bavord, and this is Kitchen Table Productions, a show all about living well with low carb. Well, I've got one more pumpkin treat for you today. It's pumpkin butter. Now this is rich and delicious, and it is only half a carb a serving if you make it with the liquid sucralose. Oh, it is so yummy. I'm going to show you how to do this right now. I'm starting here with a 15-ounce can of pumpkin puree. I like using canned pumpkin because it's a more uniform product than fresh pumpkin. You can certainly use fresh pumpkin. Just give it a good roasting till it's nice and soft and then puree it up. Another thing I like about canned pumpkin is the carb count is right here on the side of the label. Okay. Now, as you can see, that's quite thick. I'm going to have to add some liquid in here to thin this out a bit. This is actually even thicker than I want my finished product to be. I have here a half a cup of water, and I'm going to add to this my sweetener. You could add either a half a cup of granulated Splendor, or I'm going to use this. This is a liquid sucralose. It's the same type of sweetener. And again, equivalent half a cup, which is 24 drops, I believe. Yes. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 2, 3, 24 drops. Whether you're using the granulated or the liquid, I would recommend go ahead and adding that to the water. It will help it dissolve and spread out evenly. Now I'm going to add to this my spices. I'm going to turn this medium heat. There we are. It's on medium heat. I'm going to add my spices. I'm starting with a teaspoon of ground cinnamon, a quarter of a teaspoon of cloves, and 1/8 of a teaspoon of allspice. You can really add just about any sort of spices in here you want in that pumpkin-y sweet category. Ginger was great. Nutmeg would be great. It's all good stuff. Alright, my pumpkin's looking pretty good here. It's starting to bubble a little bit. It's heating up. You might be wondering, since we're not dissolving any sugar, and the pumpkin's already cooked, why we're bothering to heat it up. Well, the answer is twofold. One, it helps kill off any bacteria that might be in here. Not that we're canning this, we're not canning it. But it couldn't hurt to kill off anything that might be in there. And two, it helps make all the spices open up and all the flavors come together faster. I'm going to cook this for about 10 minutes, and I'm going to stir it pretty constantly. Just because it's so viscous, it would splatter everywhere if I didn't keep it moving. If it gets too thick, go ahead and thin it out with a little bit more water. That's fine. There we go. That's about the viscosity I want. It's been about 10 minutes. So that's about perfect. Now I have to think about storage. Okay, now remember what I said before. This is not a canning recipe. And having said that, I am going to be using these canning jars to store my pumpkin butter. Just about any sort of jar will do. A nice old pickle jar will do very well. Now I'm going to let these cool down to room temperature, just sitting right here. And then I'm going to just lightly cover them with the lids and put them in the coldest part of my refrigerator. Mark them with the date and use them within 6 months. Remember, not canning. Do not put these on your shelf thinking that they're going to be lasting. There's no USDA guidelines about canning pureed squash. There's just too many variables. Don't do it. There, isn't that beautiful? That is only a half a carb for a tablespoon of pumpkin butter. That does include fiber reduction. Now, if you're using granulated Splenda, that would be closer to a carb for a tablespoon. Either way, it is easily worked into a low-carb diet, and it is absolutely yummy to boot. Well, there we go. That's how to make a great low-carb pumpkin butter. Now, this would make a great gift for somebody who's on low-carb if you're looking for a gift idea. Just remember, it does have to be kept refrigerated. For this recipe and many others, please visit my website, kitchentableproductions.net. I'm Jessica Bavord, and this has been Kitchen Table Productions.